Hey everyone, for today's Bible lesson for our Grace Vocation Bible School this summer, we are at Main Street Park here in Coopersville, and you can see the creek behind me. Today we're talking about Psalm 23 verse 2, specifically where it says, "He leads me beside still waters." Now water is really important to everyone's life, to us humans and animals, like sheep friend. We need water to survive. But water can be kind of scary too. If there's a lot of it, if it gets moving really fast, oh yeah, sheep friend's scared. And you know what? It wasn't long ago, we got a lot of water here in Coopersville, and where I'm at right now, this was all flooded, if you can believe it. In fact, this whole park gets covered in water sometimes when we get enough rain, when we get enough water. It gets pretty crazy, and it can actually be kind of dangerous. If you're not careful, you could get swept away. And you know what? Sheep friend here is not a very good swimmer, and he would definitely get swept away. But our good shepherd leads us beside quiet waters. A good shepherd protects their sheep, brings them to water that they need, that's calm and quiet. They can get a drink, they can get their fill, they can get the water they need without being in danger. You know, a sheep may not realize that there is some water that can be dangerous. And sometimes we don't always realize the danger that we can be in. But Jesus protects us from it. Jesus doesn't bring us to situations where we're going to be in a lot of danger. He doesn't bring us into situations where He's not in control. God is always in control, and Jesus, our good shepherd, is always there for us and always protecting us. Sometimes life can seem kind of out of control. It can seem kind of dangerous, but Jesus is always there protecting us. You know, this year we've gone through some pretty crazy times, haven't we? And that can seem like life is out of control. And it might have seemed at times that life was out of control. But Jesus was always there with you. And he always brings us to where we need to be. He always protects us and gives us exactly what we need, even when we don't realize the danger or don't realize exactly what we need. Jesus is always there for us. And he brings us through the difficult times of life, protects us from the most crazy times, and the times when the waters of life are the most dangerous. Jesus brings us through the storms. I hope you remember how much Jesus loves you, and that he's always there for you, protecting you, giving you what you need, quiet, calm waters, and protecting you from the worst storms of life. And the best part, he died on the cross to forgive us of our sins and to give us a wonderful eternal life with him in heaven. All right, will you guys pray with me? We want to pray, sheep friend? Okay. Dear Jesus, thank you for loving us. Thank you for providing for us and leading us beside quiet waters. Help us to know that you are always with us in the storms of life, protecting us from the worst of it. We love you. Amen. All right, enjoy your sessions for today, guys, and have a great day.
Looking out, it's a great big world. Where do I go? How do I fit in? Gotta keep this one thing on my mind. The maker of all the universe is on my side. And if God is for me, who can be against me? God is for me, who can be against me? He is my strength, he is my friend forever. God is for me, who can be against me? Yeah, man. God is for me. Looking out, it's a great big world. Where do I go? How do I fit in? Gotta keep this one thing on my mind. The maker of all the universe is on my side. And if God is for me, who can be against me? God is for me, who can be against me? He is my strength, he is my friend forever. God is for me, who can be against me? When I just don't understand, God is for me. When life doesn't go the way I planned, God is for me. When I just don't understand, God is for me. When life doesn't go the way I planned, God is for me. If God is for me, who can be against me? God is for me, who can be against me? He is my strength, he is my friend forever. God is for me, who can be against me? God is for me, who can be against me?
Hi, welcome back to Grace Lutheran VBS. I am so glad that you could join me for day 2 of our Vocation Bible School. Now, I have a fun science activity to do with you today. I have to tell you something though. I am not a scientist, but I really like science. I think it's fun and exciting. I don't always know how things work, but I like to do science, and I hope you do too. But along with our science activity, I am also going to share today's Bible verse and our theme words for the day. And when the science activity is done, we're going to see how the activity works, how it fits into the Bible verse and what God is trying to tell us. So before we start the activity, and you can see I've got a lot of things here in front of me that we're going to use for our activity, I would like to share the Bible verse with you. And the Bible verse is again going to come from Psalm 23. So today's Bible verse says, "He leads me beside still waters," and that comes from Psalm 23, verse 2, the second part of verse 2. And our theme words for today are, "God is always with me." So today's Bible activity kind of goes along with our Bible verse about water. We are going to do a water activity. The activity is called walking water. Some of you may have done this in school with your teachers before, and if not, it's something that you can do at home with your parents. It doesn't take a lot of setup, and most of the things you should have at home. So I'm going to start showing what you need. You can always stop the video at any time and get those items, and then restart the video and do it with me. So first of all, let me show you what you need. First of all, you need some cups. I've got plastic cups. You can also use glass cups. They are a little more dangerous, but it's best to use cups that are clear because then you can see the activity working better. As you can see, I put numbers on my cups. You do not need to write on your cups. You don't need to write numbers on them. I just did because it's easier for me to explain what I'm doing by writing the numbers on them. I also have in front of my cups some food coloring. I've got red, yellow, and blue. You don't need to have food coloring. If you don't have any, that's okay. That's why I've got these cups over here. The activity will work whether you have food coloring or not. So I'm going to show you how to do it with the food coloring and without the food coloring, but the activity will still work. You're also going to need some paper towel. I am using just white paper towel. I have the kind that is separated. They have smaller pieces like this. If you have, if your paper towel doesn't divide into little pieces, that's okay. Just use a big piece and maybe cut it in half, and I will show you what we're going to do with that later. So we need paper towel, cups, food coloring if you have it, and we also need water. Like I said, if the activity is called walking water, you gotta have water. I also have a scissors here because we may have to cut the paper towels a little bit to make them fit a little bit better. So let's see where I want to start. First of all, what we need to do is pour some water into the cup. So I already have water in my water pitchers, but I'm not going to pour water in every single cup. I'm only going to pour water in the odd numbered cups. So that's 1, 3, 5, and 7 with this set. And over here I'm going to pour water in 1 and 3. So you want to fill your cups up probably about 3/4 full, pretty full. So I'm going to start pouring. So, and this is not for drinking, it's for our activity. So I've got the cups filled up. Okay, I'm filled up. There we go. And I forgot to tell you, this activity does take a while. So what's going to happen is, once I start the activity, I will probably shut the video off because it kind of takes a half hour at least for this whole thing to work. And you can come back and watch it every once in a while to see if it's working. And then when it's all done, I will show you how mine worked. And then you can see how yours worked. So I had enough water. So now I'm going to start putting food coloring. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my red food coloring and I'm going to put about 5 or 6 drops of food coloring in cup number 1. As you can see, it's already changing color. Might have put a little more. And cup number 7. There we go. Then I'm going to put the red food coloring away. Then I'm going to take my yellow food coloring and I'm going to put about 5 or 6 drops in cup number 3. I'll put a couple more because I've got pretty big cups here. And I'm going to take my blue food coloring and put that in cup number 5. So can you see what's happening? Oh, that's really blue. Good, that'll work not well. And I'm not going to put any food coloring over in these cups because, like I said, if you don't have food coloring, you can still do it without the food coloring, and the same activity will work. Next, what we need to do is you take your paper towels. Like I said, I have the divided paper towels. What you need is you need to take your paper towel and you fold it twice, the hot dog way. So I'm going to fold it one way, one time, and then 2 times, so it looks nice and skinny like this. Okay? And I need 1 paper towel like this to go in between every single cup. So I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 paper towels. Some of them I've already got folded. I'm going to do one more for you to show you. You fold it the hot dog way this way. Then you fold it one more time the hot dog way this way. Now, once that's done, I'm going to just measure to see how big, because we're going to put the paper towel into the cups. And it looks like I've got a lot of extra paper towels, so I'm going to cut the tips off of some of these paper towels so they work better. I've already cut that one. I'm going to cut the tip off of this one, grab some more of these paper towels. I think I might do it at the same time. There we go. This one, and this one, and this one. I'm going to cut all those off. So now I'm ready to put them into my cups. But before I do that, I'm going to show you a piece of paper. If you signed up for this science activity, you may have gotten a mailing from us, or it may be coming later in the week. And the paper looks like this. It says walking water, and on top of it, it says what I think will happen. So before you start your activity, you might want to draw maybe cups 1, 2, and 3, color this one red, color this one yellow, and leave this one empty, and then say what you think is going to happen. And then on the bottom, when the whole activity is done, you will see what actually did happen. So you're going to find out what you thought was going to happen and what actually did happen for our science activity. If you want to do this, you may. If not, you don't have to. There's another paper that talks about writing words. I am not going to come to your house and check to see if you did this. But if you would like to do it, you may. So these are probably mailed to you. So now we're almost ready. I'm going to take all my paper towels. I'm going to show you what to do. So once I have all my paper towels folded, I've got the colors in some of the water, and I've got empty spots on 2, 4, and 6, and 2 here. You take your paper towels and you gently put them into your cups. Between every 2 cups, you're going to get a paper towel. So I'm going to keep going. And once I've done all this, I am probably going to shut the video off, and we're going to let it start working, and then I'll come back in a little bit. So you don't want to touch these, you just want to let them work. You can come back and check them every once in a while, and I might do that too. Maybe I'll take a picture and drop it in to show you what happened to mine. So those are already working, and if you're looking at your paper towels, you can already see that some things are happening, and I'm going to do this one over here. And remember, cups 2, 4, and 6 are empty here, and cup number 2 is empty on this side. So this is what your activity looks like. Remember, it's called walking water. So right now, I'm going to shut the video off and take some pictures. And we're going to come back in about a half an hour, and we're going to see what happened to our walking water and talk about it and what we can learn from God's Word in Psalm 23. We'll see you later. Welcome back. Are you ready to see what happened to my walking water science activity? As you can see, things have really changed. Can't believe it. And I did take some pictures, so hopefully we can drop those in and you can see what happened to mine. And hopefully yours worked the same way. And if they didn't, you can always try it again. Remember, we have very simple items that you probably have at home. So before I show you some of the things that happened here, I'm going to show you the paper again. I don't know if you colored in things, what you thought would happen, but down here, if you would like to color in what actually did happen, you could pick 3 glasses. Maybe you could pick glass 1, 2, and 3. Color this one red, color this one yellow, and then once I take the paper out, you can see that this one has kind of changed to orange, the combination. Or you can pick glasses 3, 4, and 5. Color this one yellow, color this one blue, and in the in-between glass, if you can look, if you can see it, changed into kind of green. Or you can use glasses 5, 6, and 7. Color this one blue, color this one red, and the in-between, it's kind of hard to see on that one, but it is kind of a purple color. That's what you get when you put red and blue together. And over here, if you didn't have any food coloring, you can just color this one full, and look at, you've got water in your middle one, number 2 glass also. So that's how you can finish up what happened. So now I'm going to show you some more fun things. So, as you can look, the paper towel has changed colors. So what I'm going to do, they're going to be kind of wet. So the water, the red water and the yellow water from glasses 1 and 2 soaked in and went into cup 2. So watch what I do. I'm going to take this paper towel out. Look at it, it's all red. Throw it away. I'm going to take this paper towel out, which is all yellow. I'm going to throw that away. Oops, stuck. Then I'm going to throw this paper towel away. And I'm going to throw this paper towel away. And this one, they are soaking wet. Hopefully you've got a garbage can close like I do. And then we're going to take these out, and then we're going to look at our glasses. Hopefully you can be able to see this. There we go. So now, when we started, glasses 2, 4, 6, and 2 on this side were empty. But look what happened now. Glass number 2 has orange water in it. Glass number 4 has greenish water in it. Glass number 6 has a kind of a purplish blue water in it. And glass number 2 over there has a lot of clear water in it. So our walking water activity did work. It was a lot of fun and very simple. Like I said before, I'm not a scientist. I don't exactly know how this worked, but I know it did. So now you may think, okay, what does that have to do with the Bible and our Bible verse? So once again, our Bible verse is, He leads me beside still waters, from Psalm 23, verse 2. And our theme words for the day is, God is always with me. So as I was watching this experiment or this activity, I was trying to think, what does that mean? Leads me beside still waters. When I go to the beach, I like it when the waters are still. I can go swimming, it's a lot of fun. But you know, sometimes when the waters are wavy, that's a lot of fun too. But man, when the waters are stormy and wavy, I get tired so fast. And sometimes life is like that. It tires us out when things are not going our way. We feel tired and we feel empty, kind of like glasses 2, 4, 6, and 2 were. They were empty. And I really don't like me when I feel all empty. But I don't know how to fill me up all by myself. But you know what? In our Bible verse it says that He leads me beside still waters, and that's God. God, my good shepherd that we learned about yesterday. And He says He's always going to be with me, and He is. So when God is with me and leads me beside still waters, He fills me up. I know that He knows me and He cares about me and He loves me so much. And it fills me up and it makes me feel so much better inside to know that I have my friend God there right beside me to help me with all the stormy parts in my life. God is your friend and He loves you, and I hope you can learn to love Him too. Thanks again for joining me for our Walking Water Science activity, and hopefully you can join me tomorrow again. Have a great day.
Hi friends, I'm back. You know, I don't even know if I said my name yesterday, but anyways, for those of you who don't know me, I am Mandy Noble. My students call me Miss Noble, so since most of you are kids, it would be totally fine if you called me Miss Noble, or you can call me Miss Mandy, but that's my name, and I'm sorry I forgot to tell you that yesterday. So today, your message was that God is always with you. And it also says that he sees me through the storms of life. And hopefully you had a lot of fun with your lessons today. And I have a super fun video clip to show you that I think really explains how life can be and that there are ups and downs. And the message that I want you to remember as you're watching is that God's love is always with us during the good and the bad days. And we're going to have great days, and some days we're going to have bad days. And I bet all of you have had some bad days before. But the message of the video is that there are ups and downs, but that we can forgive each other and we can love each other. And that's exactly what God wants us to remember, and he wants to help us do. So I'm going to show you this fun video clip. And okay. And hopefully you'll enjoy it as much as I do.
There's a lot that the kids need to know. A letter to a person on their first day here. Today, over 360,000 babies will be born, and you are one of them. Welcome, this is the world. It's a pretty cool place. There's lots to see, smell. There's corn dogs. I'm getting ahead of myself. There's just so much to do. Singing, dancing, oh, and laughing. Laughing's the best. It's especially great when you laugh and milk comes out of your nose. But only if you just have milk. Otherwise, it's just gross. Some days gross things will happen. Some days awesome things will happen. Some days you'll get ice cream. Some days you won't. Some days your kite will fly high. Some days it gets stuck in the tree. It's just how it is here. There's plenty of reasons to dance. You just gotta look for them. Don't worry though, you won't be doing this alone. You're gonna meet lots of people here. Some of them will be really nice, and some won't be. It's not that they can't be, it's just, maybe they're just having a bad day. Being a person is hard sometimes. You should give people high fives just for getting out of bed. Oh, high fives, I forgot to explain that. How do I explain this? It's kinda, high fives are like hitting someone who is your friend. That's really bad. Just treat everybody like it's their birthday. Even if they don't deserve it. Because we all mess up sometimes. The biggest mess up, not forgiving each other's mess ups. Maybe you'll be a teacher. Maybe you'll be president. Maybe you'll cure every disease ever. You might even see the Grand Canyon, swim in the ocean. Oh, this is so much. It's a lot. Try this. Take a breath. Isn't that amazing? It's called breathing. You're going to do it a lot. Nobody knows exactly how much. So enjoy it. Pay attention. Take brain pictures. Because amazing things will happen every day. You're going to do so much. But it's not about what you do. It's about who you are. You're awesome. You're made that way. You're made from love, to be loved, to spread love. Love is always loud, no matter what. Even if hate has a bullhorn. Love is louder. So let your life be loud. Let's shout to the world. Things can be better. It's okay about all the mess ups. We're not rule. Sorry, I'm just keep bringing that up. I don't think I told you this yet. We're really glad you're here. We don't say that enough to each other here because, well, life gets busy. You're going to be important and you're going to do a lot. And you're going to smell great, but don't get too busy. Remember to let everybody know you're glad they're here. You don't have to remember all this right now. You're going to need a pep talk sometimes, and that's okay. Now, remember this. You're awake. You're awesome. Live like it.
All right. I just think that's such a good message. And I just want you to remember that God's love is bigger than any of those things that can happen that sometimes are sad or make our days difficult. He's always with us. So I'm just going to close with a short little prayer. You can pray with me if you'd like. God, please help me to remember that you are always with me. Your love is bigger than any of the problems I will face. Amen. Have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow.